Hi everyone, just doing a breakdown today of a sun salutation B. I'm gonna do it a bit slower and give quite a lot of prompts in terms of breathing and different kind of a different kind of breakdown that's hopefully clear and slow for those who are maybe still a bit new to yoga, or you're just kind of at home doing a couple of trying to kind of start out with some kind of the basics. So yeah, hopefully you will enjoy it. Just on the note of kind of sun salutations, obviously with yoga there's a lot of aspects that are interlinked with the sun and the moon and natural cycles. And one thing that I've really noticed during lockdown, how things are, is that we're so reliant on the weather. It really affects us. It affects your mood. It affects your body physically if you don't get enough vitamin D from the sun. It's so much more restricting when the weather's really bad. And I think the thing is about the weather is there's good days and there's bad days, and there's windy days and there's gloriously peaceful, just breathtakingly beautiful days. And I think it's quite an accurate reflection of life, really, because you have those contrasts, and really it's kind of accepting and learning that is both sides are needed and are valid, and you can't have one without the other. You appreciate the sun so much more when you've had days of clouds and rain. So yeah, that's my little thought for the day. Let's get into it now. So we're going to start standing at the top of our mats. Inhale into mountain pose, so arms above your head, and then exhale, hands into Tadasana, prayer position. Okay, so for a sun salutation B, we go into an Utkatasana. So we bend our legs down. So we've got our feet together, our knees together, and we do our arms above our head. Okay, so this can feel like quite an intense position if you're quite new to it. Obviously, it's where everything should be engaged here, and your core should definitely be engaged as well. So try not to kind of slump over. Keep your core really engaged here. Okay. So we stay in here for a couple of breaths, and then we bring our hands down into our forward fold. Then we make space, Ardha Uttanasana. And then we bring our hands down and step, or you can jump your feet out. Now we're going to do a modified version today. So I'm going to do a chaturanga, but we're going to do the modified chaturanga. So bend your knees to the floor. Bend your arms down, slowly with control. Spread your legs slightly flat on the floor, and we move into a cobra here. So you should be able to feel all your muscles kind of tensing here. And through your glutes, everything's engaged here in this pose. And then next we go to our downward facing dog. So again here, modified, you bend your legs into basically like an all fours position, and then push up into your downward facing dog. Or if you're kind of in between with a chaturanga and you're still coming from cobra, you can put your toes down here and push up into the downward dog like this. Okay, so whatever's more comfortable for you, wherever you're at, do what's best for you and your body. And then what we're going to do is we're going to step the right foot forward between the hands. Okay, and we're going to come into a warrior one. Okay, so we've got this back foot, heels aligned, the back foot's flat. If this is too intense, you can lift the heel off, because we are facing forward here with our arms stretched up like so, okay? And so we take a big inhale here, and then on the exhale you come back down, okay, with your hands placed around your right foot, okay, on the exhale. Inhale, come back into that plank, exhale. And then we're going to work through another chaturanga. So we do the modified version. So we're going to come down to our knees, lower down into cobra. Okay, cobra. And then back up into a downward facing dog. And then we exhale for the downward facing dog. So exhale here. Okay. Then we're going to bring our left foot through between the hands. Back into our warrior one again. So we can either have our feet flat, or if this is uncomfortable for you, bring your right foot off onto your toe so it's more of a lunge. Okay. Inhale, exhale, hands back down. Okay. Flip the back foot up so that you can now take this left foot back into your plank again. Plank used to be a real tough one for me. My upper body strength is not a natural, don't have a naturally strong upper body, shall we say. So if the plank's really intense for you, obviously any time throughout yoga you can come into with your knees down, or you can always come into your child's pose. But in a sun salutation, we wouldn't be staying necessarily in this plank for too long. We're going through a chaturanga again. So knees to the floor, lower down. So you're flat on your stomach, legs out, everything's engaged here. Cobra. Inhale and then exhale into your downward facing dog. However you need to get there. Okay. We're just going to take a couple of breaths here. And then you can jump, hop or walk your feet in to your hands. Okay, we're going to make some space. And then we're going to come back into our Utkatasana here. So knees together, feet together. Not collapsing down, keeping the core engaged. And then stand up, exhale into prayer position. Then we do a couple of stretches to finish. So we're going to put our right leg out in front, foot flexed. Left knee, bring your left knee down to the side. Okay, and then the key thing to remember here is we don't want to be bending the spine. We want to be keeping the spine straight, and the bend should come from the hip joint. So it's not a case of going like this, keeping everything straight, and the bend is coming in here, and you should feel the stretch all in the back of the leg here. So you might be here, you could be here, you might be straight down to the floor. Wherever you are, come to a place that's comfortable for you and where you can feel the stretch, but you're not, nothing should be too intense or, sharp pain or anything like that. That's not what we're doing here. Just listen to your body, come to somewhere where you can feel it, and take a couple of breaths. over onto the other side, so the left leg goes out, right knee comes out. With this right foot, you want it to be between kind of the knee and the top of the leg where it's placed. And then same again here, so keep your spine straight and come to where you can go. You should feel the stretch and breathe. Okay, now bring your legs forwards, down into a Savasana, palms facing up. And maybe today just think about 3 things that you're really grateful for. While you're in your Savasana. Please stay down here for longer if you can. Everyone, if you're ready to come slowly up to a seated position. Thank you for practicing with me today. I hope that this was helpful and I look forward to seeing you again soon.